Hey guys, I wanted to do a video on like some tips on how to meal plan. I know it can be overwhelming and not everybody has like a good grasp on how to plan their meals and for their days so they know like what to eat every day, when, and like how to make a grocery list and everything. So hopefully this helps. Okay, so first what I did was I made a page for each of the food groups on the 21 Day Fix. The all the things listed here are the things that I like or would be willing to try more of. So, I made a page for veggies, I made a page for proteins and fruits, carbs, and healthy fats, the orange container, and the teaspoons. And then I figured how many of what I needed. And this is when I was getting ready for my bikini competition, so I was a little hardcore here. And then what I did was compiled a list of all my favorite foods from my recipe book, like my favorite recipes. And like each one, and then you can get out your colored pencils too, it helps. So I wanted to have a list running with like all the colors by it, so I would know as I was working on my meal plan, like if I was at dinner and I knew I couldn't have any more blues because I had blues that day, I could find a recipe with like no blues. So then I just start day one, and you start with breakfast, and like, what do you want for breakfast? And then what do you want for snack? And just kind of work down the list. And so this was like my day one. And this is the countdown plan. This is when I didn't have any fruits or any blue containers or orange containers. So this was harder for me to do, but my countdown days were more complicated. But the same concept. Start with breakfast, work your way down. Start with breakfast, work your way down. Again, just go day by day. If you only come up with 4 days, that's fine. Do your 4 days over and over again. It's no big deal. Like Mexican lasagna, just for instance, I made a big batch. So every day I did this day, I had a bunch of Mexican lasagnas in my freezer. It's really simple. You can get bored, so you do want to continue to always try new recipes. And then I also had like a week one grocery list too. Like a lot of these things I had on hand, but I wanted to know what I will absolutely need for the week. So that's kind of what I did. Oh, and then week one, these were the things that needed to be prepared for week one. Like I needed 1 quinoa and black beans, 1 hearty beef and butternut squash stew. I had to make salad dressing. But those are the things I absolutely needed for the week, so I made sure I had those done before I had to eat them. And then these are in the files section of the group. You can print them out. These are for like if you're not meal planning, which right now I'm really not meal planning anymore. So during the day, like when I have my Shakeology and my banana and spinach for breakfast with almond milk, I'll just cross off 1 green for spinach, 1 purple for banana, 1 red for Shakeology, and 1 yellow for my almond milk. And then as the day goes on, I just keep crossing off colors, and by the end of the day, I'm usually eating a couple teaspoons of peanut butter because I always seem to have teaspoons left over. So I hope that helps. And if you guys have any questions, just post them below. First and foremost, come up with a list of your favorite things to eat, like your favorite things you like to have for breakfast, your favorite thing, like kind of salads. Just have like a master recipe list, which is what I came up with in my recipe book, and that's also in the file section. Like, that's my master recipe list. So start making your own master recipe list and just look for new recipes to try too, because it's always fun to try new ones and incorporate them into your meal plan. And then just sit down, and yeah, it is time consuming, but once you get a few days or your first week under your belt with your meal plan written out, you can keep doing that week over and over. You probably won't get bored for a few weeks and sit down again and work on more of a meal plan. Get another week done after a while. You're going to want to just sit down and take the time to do it, maybe while you're watching a TV show or football or whatever, and have fun with it, enjoy it. So yeah, guys, just good luck, and you can do this. Meal planning is really important. So is prepping your food. When you get home from the grocery store, don't just throw your groceries in the fridge. I'm guilty too. I mean, usually we're in a hurry and everything, but it's a good idea to prep your food. Clean your vegetables and your fruit, and so everything's ready to grab and go. So good luck, guys. Let me know if you have any questions.